So welcome to the Truman Show, except it's the True Man Show, and my name is Renee Helmrich, going for Prime Minister of Canada. Prime Minister of Canada next year by October 25th, 2025. Thank you very much, everybody. Where are we here even? We are at Columbian, the Royal Columbian Hospital in this funny place called New Westminster. And if you didn't know what that is, that's actually like a suburb of Vancouver because the U train goes there, but they don't call it the U train and they don't call it the MRT. They call it the Chaplin station with a big T, and then a transit system, and then I'm supposed to know if it's a bus. If it's a bus stop, forgot the camera wasn't pointing at me, silly me. Hey, vanity, I forgot myself. Imagine that to be ever a possibility going forward now. So, anyway, at Chaplin station, big T, transit. Is it a bus station? Like, the first fucking time I saw it, I was actually in fucking Quebec City, which isn't even Vancouver. But there was still a big fucking T looking at me, and somehow I equated that with a radio station, so I stood there all night until the Quebec police officer there on September 10th at 1:20 in the morning, let's say. It was definitely after 1. And you can find that at vlog. No. This is the old stuff. So we're going to go to true, T-R-U-E, .todream.ca. Exactly. And then in the V_old folder, click on that, and then we'll, explore, have fun. I'm going to see how this download upload is doing before I've heard the song upstairs in the mental ward there. They actually have music there for I literally shouted out, I said, this is the first mental ward I've been in that has music. It's always a good place when there's music. And Hemlada, the beautiful doctor there, she's the prettiest doctor that I have ever seen. Honest to God. And so when my dark side came out and wanted to add in the usual offenses and stuff like that, she was like an extra gold shield on top of that, shining away any possible concept of anything bad. She's just an angel looking at you to begin with. And then you're like, dark thoughts? Can we just not go there for a second? I'm happy in my own little space here. That whole bipolar thing, I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same word, but you got it all wrong. It's monopolar, and I'm stuck on that side. So, fucking leave my head there. I'm totally happy, and I'll walk around, stomp down a little bit in my shorts here. And when I dance, I stay warm too. So the only real cool things, my hands are usually in my pockets when I'm walking anyway, because of course your hands are in your pocket on the rocks that you picked up from the ground, just like every little kid likes to do. What the fuck are you people doing here? So, the bag. I couldn't read that word. It was too tricky. It had all the between the green lines, and so the green lines didn't make sense anymore. And I was just so confused. It's one. Dr. Yoshi? Not Yoshi. Joshi. There we go. Just Joshi. Joshi. Best. What do they call it? A mammogram? Could be called a mammogram. When you associate two similar words that have the same sound to help remind you of the other one. Right? So, of course, favorite game when I was growing up was the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Yoshi being the coolest character when he can fly, and her name happens to be Joshi. It's okay, that's an impossible to forget name. Can you write your name into my book, please, so I can see your handwriting too? I was just, oh my God. Anyway, I just came from there. She works there, I guess. She works there. Yeah, she works there. And if she doesn't work there for very much longer, that's okay. I'll hire you for double your wage. I can write the lawsuits. We'll have money in no time. Don't worry. You've seen my writing. It's pretty on the nose. So, IQ-wise, I'm off your scale. I did an IQ test in there, and Laurie was his name, Lawry. He was a Jewish guy that was in Toronto proctoring the Mensa exam. Not sure if he was Jewish. Speculating on the Jewish part. I'm Jewish, by the way. Did you know? And did you know that my grandmother was one of the Jews that got knocked up in the Second World War? My dad had to get smuggled out of the eastern border there in 1945 when he was when he was born. And with my grandmother, who was 18 at the time when he was born, so she would have been knocked up underage. So anyway, we're going to adjust that to more of a with parental consent down to 13, because that's more of a global standard actually, not just Korean or wherever the good countries are that you go to solve your weird visual perceptual disorder problems where you're imagining eternal life to be just youth. It's really not. It's a singular moment in time that you pull forward according to a logical path and you chase your goals, which all happen to be, wouldn't you know it, coincidentally, not inconsistent, which is beyond your comprehension, but I have no inconsistent goals.